All right, folks, how we doing? I just happened to be in North Vegas here, getting my truck washed. Actually, they're doing that right now. If you're able to see that black Wagoneer back there, you know what I'm saying, that big body. And what I want to tell you guys is, as far as the talk with the family is, there's just certain things I just are not built for certain things. Say, for example, here where in Las Vegas, where I reside, like most of these vehicles and so forth, okay, like the air conditioning, say for an example, or it could be other certain components may not last here, okay, or not as durable as they would be in other areas because the arid uh, climate and the temperature. It could get up to 120 degrees depending on where you at in what they call the valley or the Clark County, particularly if you ever been to the Hoover Dam. Okay, so some people have to get their AC service like every year. Now I think that they've made improvements on that. That's why a lot of vehicles, reason part being, are so much more expensive now. You know, so you got to be careful, and so depends on again, depending on where you are. That being said, it is my up. I am so heartbroken that you got 5 guys that died out there in the Atlantic, up there in the Northeast Atlantic, trying to find that Titanic ship that it had broke. From what I understand, it hit an iceberg and it sunk, and it was like 1,500 people that died. I think it was only maybe about a little over a dozen survivors, like something like that, 20 survivors. You know, it's my understanding that the ship was running out of oxygen, but now, according to NBC News, that it may have had a fatigue crack, or because of the pressure, because you're like well over 2 miles that this little uh, observatory ship had to go down to try to find the Titanic. And I think there's been many attempts to try to find the Titanic and try to pull up artifacts or try to dig it up. People were talking about doing that. I'm thinking, you know how long that's going to take, how much time and money it's going to take. That's why I just say this. I just think it's just better off you just leave certain things be. All right. And I don't know. At some cases, nature has just fixed itself. But Father Time and Mother Nature is always undefeated, always. So yeah, there was a couple of observatory. There were professionals, and there was a couple of billionaires. One, the incident that happened. Now, but you know what the sad part is? There was one of the observers' wives. One guy, she had like a great grandparent or great grandparent that died in that shipwreck. Okay, back in 1912. It's ironic that her husband was one of the guys that died. There was a lot of people that do these TV shows that they were reluctant, and it was also recommended that the ship, they did not go down there. And I think what they should have probably done is probably had like an unmanned, because those ships and a lot of those submarines and they can't go down but so far. Okay, it's almost like you get balled up by like a piece of paper, something that large, just like a little piece, like balling up a piece of paper, and that's just a horrible way to die. Again, my condolences and regrets go out to the family. Wow, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think about this video.